Hi everybody, it's Megan Fielder, author and creator behind Algebra Elevated, where I love giving teachers more options to free up their own time. So today I want to talk about my absent work bin. So we all have it, we all have a system, hopefully, or you're working on yours, for what to do when students are absent. And this year has really tested this procedure, and I'm happy to say that it has worked out very well, but my amount of absent students has just skyrocketed between COVID exposures or quarantining or just trips as the world opened back up. So let's dive into what my system looks like. So I have a classroom bin and it just says absent work on it, and students know that this is where they need to go if they have been absent. So in the bin, you can see there is a file folder for each hour of my day. I do not separate it by subject or course because I try to recognize that students really don't understand necessarily what our full schedule looks like. So I just make it very simple. You're in my second hour, you go to the second hour folder. So then within that folder, what they would find is one of these. So I fill out a while you were out form. And so on this form, I put the name, the date that they were absent, what was turned in while they were gone, and that is whether they need to turn it in class to my absent bin or if they need to see me about it. And then what we did while they were gone, I have 2 spaces, usually that's all I need. And then at the end, it says what homework was assigned. And then with these, it says whether they need to check our Canvas page or our online management software, or if they have it attached to this slip, or if they need to see me. Then at the end, it just tells them where they need to turn in their assignments, if they need to turn something in, and if they missed a quiz or a test, it reminds them to come talk to me. Then in the bottom, there's that big open box. That is for students, any extra reminders that I might have, whether it's student specific or we just did something super random that day that didn't fit this kind of form as well. Then I can write anything extra there. Or sometimes if it's a really big thing, I might say, see the back, and then the back is blank and I can write their notes on that as well. So, give you an example. This is a student who is absent today. So I put their name at the top, what hour they were in, the date that they were absent. And that is actually more important than I realized at the beginning. But if they're absent multiple days in a row, you give them the stack of paper and they're like, I don't know what to do. So then it really helps them look at it chronologically and they know what to start on versus what to wait a second on. And so then they need to turn in this homework assignment, and I just said turn it in because it can go in the bin. And they missed these notes. And I said, see Canvas, because that's where the filled in notes and a video is. But then it's also attached because I have the blank note sheet that they missed included in this little packet for them. And then the homework assignment, it also says attached because that is the second worksheet that's on here. And then there was also a warm up, and that's included on the note sheet, so it's attached as well. Then for additional announcements, we got new seats today, so it just says, see me for your new seat. Then what I do is I go to my bin, find third hour, and I would just put it in the bin. And then the student would come in the next day, find their hour. They might need a little reminder, but they find their hour and then they get their worksheet and then they're good to go without much from me. Couple reasons why this system has really worked well for me. First of all, extra copies. I used to have a bin with extra copies and it was a mess. It was organized in a way that made sense to me, but students didn't know what they were looking for. They couldn't figure out like the way it was organized, so then they would go rummaging through it and then it would become a bigger mess than it didn't make sense for me even. And again, the biggest thing is they don't know what they missed. So they don't know exactly what worksheet they need to find in the work bin. And then I had something else that was ordered chronologically. So if you missed Monday, then you had to go pick it up. But if you missed Wednesday, then you looked here for what you missed. Well, it wasn't something that I could easily maintain. And as things changed, like I had set it up for the whole week and then something happened and I'd forget to move things around, or we didn't get as far as I wanted. And so like they finished half the worksheet, but not the full worksheet. There's too many nuances to it. So I found that this is very individualized, but it also is something I can get done very quickly. I fill out the sheet like right at the end of the hour when everybody's kind of packing up. I staple it all together, I put it in the bin, and then any extra copies after that, which I really shouldn't have many because I passed all the ones out that students needed, and then the extras went assigned per kid. I just threw them away, and it's caused a lot less clutter in my kind of personal space on my desk and such. So that has been super helpful with managing papers and keeping everything organized. So I wonder if this is something similar to what you have done before. I know some people say it's a lot, that sounds like a lot of work, and doesn't that take a lot of time? And I can be honest, it does if there's a lot of people out, but it's so low maintenance, and then it saves me so much time the next day that I have not looked back since I started doing this a couple years ago. So it has been really helpful. If these while you're out tickets look interesting to you, I do have them available for sale in my store. They're completely editable, so it comes with a PDF, but then you can edit the Google Slide doc as well. For younger students, I have the full sheet version. That's how I started, but I kind of like how this stands out from the worksheets better. So then the pink slip kind of like sticks out, and then the worksheets are behind it, and the separate color obviously helps with that. And then I have the version which I use, which is the 2 per page. And then if you are much more conservative, there is also a 4 square sheet that just includes 1 line for each section of the kind of breakdown of what was turned in, what we did, and your homework. If those templates, handouts look interesting to you, check out the description below. I will have that linked in there and would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments or find me on Instagram at Algebra Elevated. And if you could like, subscribe, and share this video, that would really help me out so that others can find this amazing system, because it has just been really nice. I can't lie. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.